Hello friends, this is Akash Misir here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Mechanical Engineering Make Easy. In that we are moving with manufacturing. This is 20th lecture, and in previous lecture we have discussed the strip layout and deep drawing, and in today's lecture we will cover the bending operation. Okay, how the bending operation happens on any sheet. So in that, the original sheet will have such a shape that will be flat. This will have original length, that is LO. Okay, and that LO will be equal to A plus B plus capital B. The A is nothing but this, B, small b is nothing but this, and capital B is nothing but arc length, and that capital B is equal to Rn into theta. Theta is nothing but that angle of arc, and this is Rn is nothing but radius of normal plane. Okay, and what is normal plane? Means at that plane there will not be any kind of stress. We can say neutral plane. Okay, what is neutral plane? Means at that plane there will not be any stresses. For example, if the plane is shifted here, then that have compressive stresses, and if the plane is shifted at the outside, then these have tensile stresses. But if we have taken the neutral plane, then that plane will not have any compressive stresses or tensile stress. That is nothing but neutral plane, and the radius of neutral plane into theta will give us value of arc length. So this is original length that we have to take while bending operation. Then we will move towards next, and what will be the value of Rn? Okay, Rn is nothing but R plus K into T. T is nothing but thickness. This is T, that is nothing but thickness. Then R, we know R is nothing but inner radius. Okay, inner radius. And what is K? Only remaining unknown term, that is nothing but K. So what is K? K is nothing but the stretch or bend factor. Stretch or bend factor. Okay, means this is one type of constant that will depend on material and how much amount of stretching is going on there, and that is nothing but stretch or bend factor. Okay, so this is value of Rn. So note down this formula and draw this figure. Then we will move towards another parameters like bending force and etc. Okay, as we are performing bending operation, so for performing that operation we will need some force, and that force is nothing but bending force. Bending force which will have value, that is nothing but C B T square into sigma y divided by W. Okay, this is the formula for bending force. I will discuss all the terms. First, this is width of component. Okay, at the output we will have one width. I have shown you the front view, but if you are seeing top view, then you will get to know what is the width of that strip, width of that sheet, or width of component. This is T is nothing but thickness, we know. Then there is sigma y, that is nothing but yield stress. Okay, then there is one term that is nothing but W, and what is W? W is nothing but width of die opening. Okay, this is width of component, and this capital W is width of die opening, and that will not have same values. Okay, and that value is nothing but width of die opening will have value 8 times T or 6 times T. Okay, there will 16 times T. There will only be two values, that is nothing but either 8 times thickness or 16 times thickness. Okay, this is standard, that is nothing but width of die opening, and the remaining factor is nothing but C. What is C? C is nothing but die opening factor. Die opening factor, and that value will vary according to that W. Okay, if we are taking W 8 times T or we are taking W 16 times T, depending on that the C value will vary. So C is 1.2 times thickness if W we have taken 16 times T, and another case is 1.33 times thickness if W is 8 times thickness. Okay, means C value will be 1.2 times thickness if W is 16T, and if C is 1.33 T when the W will be 8 times T. Okay, this is standard formula, so note down this also, and this formula is too much important because this is bending force CB square sigma y upon W. Now we will move towards next parameter, that is nothing but types of dies we are using. Okay, die have different types, which are that, okay, like open die, closed die, etc. Like the simple die. Okay, first is simple die. What is the simple die? Simple die is nothing but single operation at each stroke, means there is one die design which have very simple shape, and at the means at any instant of time there will be only one operation can be performed, that is nothing but simple die. And the die we are using in case of cutting and forming operation, that is nothing but simple die. Then we will look towards another type, that is compound die. Okay, compound die is nothing but two or more operations can be performed. Okay, simple die is designed for separate operation, like if any die is designed for sheet metal cutting, then we can only do sheet metal cutting on that die. But if there is die which is compound die, then this die we can use for number of operations, like if any die is there and that we have designed for cutting as well as forming, then we can use that die for cutting also and forming also, that is nothing but compound die. Then there is another, that is nothing but, okay, but again these compound dies are only used for cutting operation, and you know that cutting operation we can perform on sheet metal also. There may be chances that we have designed it for 2 mm cutting also, 5 mm cutting also, that is nothing but cutting compound die. Okay, and compound die have uh, then we will move towards next, that is nothing but progressive die. What is progressive die? Progressive die, progressive die is nothing but series of stations will be there. For example, if, okay, this is one die, okay, here is one operation will be performed, here is another operation will be performed. Likewise the series of operations we can perform, and series of stations will be there, and number of operations at each station. At each station the different operation will be there. And another parameter is one operation at one station, means here only one operation can happen, here only one operation can happen, means you can say that number of simple dies we have connected and we have make the die, that is progressive die. Okay, number of simple dies we have taken and connected to each other, and that will form the progressive die. Then next is transfer die. Transfer dies, what is transfer die? Transfer die is nothing but the stock is fed progressively from one station to another, and number of stations will be there. Okay, same case, in case of progressive die, the stock we have to take from this, or the stock will be may be different at this location and at this location. But in case of transfer dies, one stock will be there and that will come from here, and number of stations, at the number of stations the different operations will be performed on the same stock, and this is nothing but transfer die. Okay, then another type is nothing but multiple die. Multiple die is nothing but one kind of classification of die. In that case we will implement number of dies at the same time, like gang dies. Likewise, okay, means number of dies will be there. For example, this is at one place, then there will be this die at one place. Likewise, number of dies we will place, that is nothing but multiple dies. And one example, that is gang dies. You can search on Google, you will get to know that what is the gang dies. Okay, then this will two or more workpiece at each stroke. Okay, two or more workpiece may be handled at each stroke. Because what will be the case, number of simple dies or compound dies, maybe progressive die or transfer die we have taken into consideration. So at every die, at every time, there will be separate stock, and there will be simultaneously operation will happen at every die. So that's why two or more or multiple operations may be done at the single amount of time. Then number of simple dies and punches will be ganged together. Okay, likewise that may be simple, compound, progressive, transfer, depending on our requirement. Okay, these are some types of dies. Then we will move towards next topic, and that topic is nothing but today's bonus points. Okay, bonus points for today's lecture. And in previous lecture we have studied that strip layout and etc. So clearance for various materials for blanking and punching. And in the previous lecture, I think in lecture number 18, we have studied the operations, sheet metal operations like blanking, punching and etc. So there is one term, that is nothing but clearance we have to provide on die or punch. Okay, so what amount of clearance that we have to provide. Okay, so that clearance for blanking and punching. Okay, for brass and soft steel, that clearance value will be 5% of T. Okay, that clearance value will be 5% of thickness. Then for medium carbon steel, that clearance value will equal to 6% of thickness, 6% of thickness of plate. Then next is for hard steel, that C value will be 7% of thickness. And last is for aluminum. Okay, for aluminum, that C value will vary 10% of thickness. Okay, so means if there is operation, that is punching or blanking, then in that case we have to consider one clearance for punch and die design. So what is the value of that clearance? That will depend on thickness and material. If material is brass and soft steel, then that clearance will be 5% of thickness. Likewise for medium carbon steel, 6% of thickness. For hard steel, that will be 7% of thickness, and for aluminum that value will be 10% of thickness. Okay, so friend, this is all about what I have designed for today's lecture, and we will meet again in next lecture. I will come up with metal cutting or machining. Up till now, bye.